All right, Shalom. Want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Wahar Rakha Kwadash, which in the ancient Hebrew tongue would be the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His beloved Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahweh being the true name, or the one you people out there know as God, and His beloved Son, whom the world ignorantly referred to as Jesus Christ, would be Yahweh Shah. Those are the correct names of the true powers of all heavens and earth right there. All right. Also want to give double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there that's also laboring in his work. So yeah, I want to entitle this sitting right here, The Cunning Hunter Shall Be Hunted in the Kingdom of Heaven. And this video is dedicated to this devil that you see in front of you, all right, George H.W. Bush, man, which this guy right here, he had a real intense hate for you Jakes, man, in particular you so-called Negroes, as well as you Latin tribes and you Native Americans. And he was instrumental in putting a lot of hell on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because when you take a glimpse into this demon and his track record, first and foremost, he was a part of the CIA, which if you know anything about the CIA, they are the ones responsible for bringing, the drugs here to America, man, all right? And planting those drugs in the so-called black community, all right? Which this guy, he later became a part of this guy, Ronald Reagan's cabinet. He was actually the vice president to Ronald Reagan. And if you know anything about that whole campaign with Ronald Reagan, they had an all-out war on drugs, man. The whole Say No to Drugs campaign and slogan. And this guy, when he came president, he pushed that whole policy of war on drugs, Yet he was responsible. He had a hand in bringing the drugs over here to America, man. So this was a very high-level demon, who was dead set on putting hell on Jake, And it don't stop there. When you look at this guy's track record, he was instrumental in the whole Desert Storm, all right? America going over there to Saudi Arabia. That was under his watch, man. So this is a very high-level demon. The Bush family, they are numbered amongst the elites, man, So these are not just regular Edomites. These are very demonic, mischievous and devious demons, man. And this guy right here have a lot of blood on his hand, And to the naked eye, this guy got away unpunished, man. He lived to the well-rounded age of 94, He didn't do any jail time, for conspiracy to, jam up Jake. It never came out, and he never was brought up on those charges of being responsible for bringing the drugs to the community. This devil, to the naked eye, seemed he got away scot-free, but pursuant to Galatians, the 6th chapter, it tells you how the Most High is not mocked, man. Whatsoever a man reap, that shall he sow. So this devil, who is a cunning hunter, he set and laid snares for Israel. Well, guess what? He's going to be hunted in the kingdom of heaven. And the elder brother, Yakal, out there in San Francisco, he did a video touching on that, man. And the spirit jumped on me to kind of add to that. Because when this guy come back, which reincarnation is biblical, when this guy is regenerated, he's going to come back in the kingdom, man. And he's going to come back as a goddamn slave, and we're going to put pure D hell on him, man. Because believe you me, when this devil was on his deathbed, he was praying that new world order is established, man. He was praying that they crown that new world order a success, because that devil know about reincarnation. He know if the new world order is not a success, when he come back, he's going to be in subjection to Israel, man. And that's what's going to happen because the New World Order is not going to prosper, man. So when this devil come back, he's going to come back as a slave, which, by the way, this guy made numerous quotes concerning the New World Order, man. So this demon was plugged in, you see? So he didn't get away, man. You know, although it seems like he got away, you know, I know a lot of brothers wish this demon would have been preserved to get the missiles. But guess what? You know, Yahweh Shem Shah knows best, man. He has something prepared for this devil, and it's going to be hardcore slavery, all right? So yeah, it might seem like this guy got away scot-free. He lived to the rightful age of 94. You're going to have a lot of people. They're going to come out. You know, they're going to make memorials of this guy. You know, they're going to try to polish up his legacy. But the truth of the matter is the Lord, he's marked, man. And just like he hunted and laid snares and traps for Israel, he's going to be hunted in the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, let me start off with a quick precept. The book of Job, the 21st chapter, starting at the 7th verse, it says, "Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yeah, are mighty in power." Yeah, and this demon, all right, George H.W. Bush, he lived and became old, man, all right? It says their seed is established in their sight with them. Yeah, and his seed, you got this guy, George W. Bush, you know, the other son, Jeb Bush, and their kids and their grandkids. They seem to be established on this side, all right? It says, "And their offspring before their eyes," verse 9, "their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them." Yeah, so this guy didn't receive any judgment on this side, man. The rod of the Most High wasn't upon him, but guess what? That rod is reserved in the kingdom, man. And Yahweh Shah made that statement in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. "Whoever shall endure to the end, keep my works to the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron." So this guy, George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush, he didn't get away scot-free. It's a rod waiting on that nigga, man. Which you so-called white people, you the real niggas. And I'm going to show you that in this lesson, man. All right? Now, this some information I got. Well, this demon, George H.W. Bush, in the snares and traps that he laid in his persistence, man, this guy was real adamant about jamming Jacob, all right? He was real adamant in laying snares and putting hell and further oppressing the Israelites, man. All right, so it says how President George H.W. Bush sent a black teen to prison for 8 years to set up a political talking point. Yeah, and this devil, he responsible for ruining the life of a young teen, you know, just to push an agenda, you know, which goes back to that whole war on drugs. All right. So let's read. It says on September 5th, 1989, Bush showed America a huge bag of crack cocaine purchased in front of the White House. But the human cost behind the talking point has been largely forgotten. All right. Yeah, this demon right here, man. And he gonna pay, man. Because the spirit gonna be on us when he come back in the kingdom. We gonna know exactly who he is, man. All right. It says on September 5th, 1989, President George H.W. Bush, who died on Friday at the age of 94, delivered his first nationally televised address from the Oval Office, a speech designed to announce his administration's anti-drug policy. Yeah, and remember, this guy, he was responsible for bringing the drugs into America, man, because, I mean, it don't take common sense, you know, to see that they don't own planes, they don't own boats, man. They ain't got the resources to bring work over here, man. Drugs, all right? The government brought the drugs in here, man, just so they can lay snares and traps and fuck Jake up. And this demon, who they's gonna be celebrating all week, he responsible for that, man. All right? It says, during that speech, preserved for history by C-SPAN, Bush illustrated his point with a dramatic prop. He held up a bag of crack cocaine that he said had been seized in a city park directly across from the White House. Yeah, so he said, look, man, this thing is getting so bad. We had agents to find a guy selling drugs right across the street from the White House. Damn demon. But we're going to get the truth behind what really happened. It said the moment was a memorable one and helped Bush rally support behind his war on drugs. But as historian and author Joshua Clark Davis recounted in a detailed Twitter thread compiled by the Thread Reader site on Saturday, there was a human story behind Bush's now famous visual, the story of a 19-year-old African-American Washington, D.C. teen named Keith Jackson with no prior criminal record and who didn't even know how to get to the White House until he was lured, there by drug enforcement agents specifically to make the drug sale that would give Bush his bag of crack. A bag of crack that was purchased for $2,400, not seized as Bush claimed. And you see, this is all scriptural, man. So that devil set up a snare. He's a cunning hunter, man. All right? Damn devil. Psalms 38:12. It says, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me. Yeah, and this is George H.W. Bush, along with all the rest of these demons, man. You know, the guy laid a snare and he entrapped that young brother, man. You know? It says, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things. Yeah, we just read the whole war on drugs, the whole address of the nation. It was mischievous, man. And imagine deceits all the day long, man. This devil, all right? But guess what? We're going to get you back in the kingdom, man. You're going to be the hunted, all right? You're going to be the hunted, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, man. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till the next time I say shalom.